Alright guys, we've got an edge of your seat war. We have 13 fights. I do have to speed them up because there are some long fights. We start off with this Hulkling against Nimrod. Spaced armor. We're immune to the power burn as always, but when you hit into a champion with an armor up, you are going to get special locked. Not power locked. You can gain power, just can't throw specials. But what we're going to do, I don't think we get it the first time here, but the goal here is to try and get my unblockable hit into right there. So we do get it the first time. Yeah, we get it right there. So we back off and we go wait till we have 2 bars of power, then we hit into him, make sure that we go unblockable before, and then we throw the special 2 into the unblockable, and then we're not, then you won't trigger the special. You haven't triggered the special lock yet, and then you can go in and get the big damage. So we have to evade that unblockable, unstoppable SP2. And now we can throw a special 1 to end it. So that is the first fight down. All right, next up we got node 20. We've got a Masochism strike counter Penny Parker. We are going to take this one with Magneto, and we are just going to ignore Masochism altogether. We are going to do the same thing I always do with Magneto. Back up at the beginning of the fight. Make sure that the magnetism is on before we start getting our hits in. I always find that makes sure the magnetism is working a lot better, I find. But there you can see that I'm able to get off some parries. It's completely ignoring the Masochism. I can ignore the auto block. And it's a pretty clean fight with Magneto. I just have to build up to special 3. I pretty much ignore the strike counter node altogether. Even if there is a bit of extra Furies, our block penetration is very high, and she only gets a couple of them anyways. So there we have to be careful of the power burn there. Still get power burned. So I'm going to just make sure I get a clean parry before I hit in and potentially get power burned. I'm going to throw that special 3, and goodbye Penny. So nice clean fight with Magneto. Next up we've got Apocalypse on the main account with this Masochism Man-Thing. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I always take these Man-Things with Apocalypse. We just build up to, we still do go with the advanced power boost. So we start with a bar of power. Then we go with the power back boost, so we can go special 2 right into a special 1. Get all 4 debuffs going on Man-Thing, and he is going to melt. So one more special 1, and that should do it. Now, I have not taken this next fight all season long. No one was putting their hand up for it, so I said sure. I think I attempted it once during the off season. This is the mini boss Quicksilver, where advanced special 2, or he's gonna has a chance to, more likely to go to 2 bars of power. He's got bubble shield, which I immediately screw up. I get hit right at the beginning. Now I'm rooted, but I go ahead. I went with the advanced power boost. I get out of the root with a parry and a special 2. So we got some decent damage going on here. We've already gotten clapped a few times. We go straight into the special 1. We got the quadruple debuff on him. And we just have to be careful. We go for the heavy. That one sticks. He's going to go ahead, throw the special 2, but of course he hits another 10 combo in the middle. So I get clapped in the middle of that special 2. Not great. I go for another special 1. Because I have my debuffs up. I think I'm going to try to refresh him, but he is going to evade and hit me with another combo to the face. That's awesome. I get rooted, so I think resist helps me right there. I get hit with a special 1. All I need to do is get off 1 more of my own special 1s, and I think that is enough to take him down. Really, really annoying. Not the best fight there. I think I could have done a lot better, but Apocalypse is a tank and managed to get through that one for me. That was rough. Now we have Nebula against this buffet Omega Sentinel. We've done this fight before. It's not nearly as smooth as one of my previous attempts. I go ahead and what I'm doing is I'm making sure I get up to 5 charges plus And obviously I'm trying to go for 20 charges. The shock charges go for a parry into special 2 and nuke. So there I get an accidental parry, and now I'm stuck in the corner. Luckily, I'm going to get clapped by the end of a heavy again in a second. I get backed up into the corner again because she's just not throwing her special 1. Finally, she throws it. But now I'm deep stuck in the corner, and I didn't want to throw that parry into special 2 yet, and I get clipped by heavy. Luckily, Nebula's healing kicks in. We shoot right back up to over 70% health. Here I'm trying desperately to get a parry into a special 2, but instead we're going to parry into special 3. It's fine. We just have to make sure that after the special 3 we hold block or parry, get our shocks back up to over 5, so that she does not get the healing, no buffet, no unblockable. That is the whole worry about this fight. So this one's not nearly as smooth, and I've got a bunch of fights that are, that's why I put a solo as a solo. It doesn't matter how you get it, a solo is a solo. Next up, we're going to continue the Nebula portion of the war against a Sloped Armor Thorns Warlock. This one we are going to get our typical fight style in. We are going to hold block. We are going to get to 20 charges. I think I get parried right there, which is really annoying, but luckily I did put on a regen boost, and our regen kicked in from getting hit, so that's fine. I was a little bit worried that if he had the infection on, that between that and the glancing, that I wasn't going to get my 20 shocks on, but I do have the reduced ability accuracy with the shocks. So I was trying to get to 20 charges, trying to see if I could do it without getting a infection on, but there's one infection, and I figure, you know what, fine, let's go for it here. Just waiting to see if he's going to throw it. I'm stuck in the corner, so I'm going to go ahead, do the parry into special 2. It converts into 40 shocks, and goodbye Warlock. So that worked out great. Next, we are going to speed this one up super fast. This one is Hulkling against Super Skrull. It's sloped armor. I have no way to get rid of his armor, and so I can't really get the good damage from hitting into his block because I'm going to glance every single time. So I am stuck here just brute forcing this one, and this is not going to be the only fight this war where we're going to get stuck just having to just brute force through something, just doing regular hits the entire time. There's a couple times where his armors drop off, and I'm able to get my actual, get some damage from the special 2 going. But for the most part, this one is just, go ahead, hit into him, keep doing it over and over and over and over again. So we sped this one up. You can see how long it took. But again, a solo is a solo. It doesn't matter how long it takes to get down. You just want to make sure you can get in, clear your fights, and that's all. That's all that matters, is get through it as best as you can. So you can see here, it's already we're still going. Even that special 2 did nothing. We need to make sure that try and get his his armors down. Again, there are other options that I could do here. I know that Black Widow Clairvoyant in the past has worked extremely well, but you know what? I think Hulkling is it's a very safe option. You just have to be prepared for a long fight, and that you're not going to be doing as much damage as you think. So I definitely boost up here. Definitely keep track of his falter timer as well, because every time that falter timer finishes, it's going to put a falter on you. You got to hit him either into his block or hit him directly, and then you will be able to, then it will remove. It does give you a little bit of willpower healing, potentially. But there, we finally get a decent special 2 there, and with just over a minute left, we managed to get through. Next up is Node 46. We're going to go with Magneto again against Infamous Iron Man. We're just going to ignore the strike counter. We're going to ignore the never back down. We are just going to back off at the beginning of the fight. Make sure that make sure, as always, that the magnetism is on before we start. And just like I think last war, we also did this against Infamous Iron Man on masochism. We've done him in a few places. Magneto, really, really good, in my opinion, for Infamous Iron Man, as long as you know how to bait his specials. And even though we got clipped by him last time, we don't get him clipped by him this time. Again, his first attack is not contact, so it is hard for me. I'm not a reparry guy, as you all know. So I'm not. It's hard to get a bunch of prowess on this one. But eventually we do get a nice special 3. And then I think we end up going for some like special 1s, special 2s. Just to I think it's just special 1s I think I just end up going for just to get some damage onto him. But I'm not too concerned about the block penetration because I'm Magneto and we've got really high armor like resistance against hashtag metal champions. So here we go, and at the time I was thinking this was going to be my last fight with Magneto. Little did I know that I was going to be bringing him in for some more fights in the boss circle. So next up we got Path 1 in Section 2, Apocalypse against Toad. I have done this before on the buffet node, and it was after I died, so I know that last time Apocalypse was the way to go for me. What I do is I go for I had the advanced power boost on, go for the special 2. He gets almost halfway down with the special 2, and then I follow that up with a special 1. The problem is after that, I should have just built up to a special 2 again. He is going to be going unblockable in this fight, because he gets so many regens, and every time he gets 10 regens, he goes unblockable. I do get clipped by that special 1, a little frustrating there. I really thought I could evade his specials, no problem. So I'm thinking at this point, maybe I have him down. Problem is, the special 1 spam was not doing enough damage for me because he's poison immune, and part of the special 1 is a poison and a weakness, so he's probably getting willpower healing from the weakness and not getting any damage reduction from the poison. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've lost all my debuffs from the special 2, the concussion and the degen, so you can see he heals all the way back up to over 60%. So I'm going to try now at this point. I'm just playing, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't have to worry about the stun because I'm not poison immune, and I seem to be doing a good job just getting managing the the poisons the paralytic poisons that he's putting on me. Bait another special 2. I'm just going to try and get to a special 2 at this point. When I realized the special 1s were not doing the job for me, we were just going to parry heavy, get those bleeds on, evade the specials, keep track of when he's going unblockable. If we give him too many regens, he's going to go unblockable. But there we go. We get the special 2 off, and he is almost done. There we go, another special 1, and goodbye Toad. That just cost me some potions again on Apocalypse after the Quicksilver fight. This fight, we have to heal up again for Sasquatch. And this is a buffet Sasquatch, but I'm very comfortable fighting Sasquatch with Apocalypse, like in Gauntlet. There's a Sasquatch that I fight with Apocalypse, so I'm very comfortable fighting Sasquatch with Apocalypse here. Get the special 2, same thing, go special 2 into special 1. Get the 4 debuffs up on him. I do pull some good maneuvers here. I get the heavy up. I want to keep the debuffs, so I keep parry heavying. I know that he is going to get to he's going to get to his Wrath of Tanarak now. Alright, so now that he has it, I still want to refresh those debuffs. So I hit him after the heavy, and I'm going to wait right here, and then I wait an extra second so that I can parry again. If I would have attacked in, I would have lost it. Instead, I backed off, parry heavied, kept the debuffs on, and goodbye Sasquatch. Now, when I get to the boss circle, the first one is a Hulkling on 48. We're doing this one with Wiccan. We've done this one before. Wiccan is absolutely going to shred him. We're going to parry, go for a 5-hit combo ending in light to apply the neutralize, heavy to pause it, then go into a 5-hit combo ending in medium into a special 1 to put on a bunch of passive incinerates. Now that it pauses the neutralize, every time he tries to get a buff, a flourish buff, or one of his regular buffs, instead he is just going to get an incinerate on him. He's got 20 of them, I think, at the moment. So he is just melting away. Bait that special 2, hit into him, go back into a light ending combo to refresh the neutralize, and goodbye Wiccan. Goodbye Hulkling with Wiccan. Next, we have a Stunning Reflection, Polka Dot Power, Annihilus. There is no way for me to gain power in this fight. He's a hashtag metal champion, so there is an off chance that if I accidentally parry that it does not trigger the stunning reflection, but I basically just have to brute force this one. I do have an invulnerability boost on, and it is going to help me. I do get clipped by a heavy there, but we're okay at this point. But here, he throws that heavy, and because of the magnetism, he does not trigger the unstoppable. There, I thought I was blocking that special 2. Instead, I take it to the face, and there's basically half my health done. And this was a fight I was not planning on taking, but I know I've done this sometime in the past. Luckily, my Annihilus special 1 evades were pretty much on point on this one. There were a couple points where I had to go for some like backdraft intercepts. I even went for some, let him dash in and counter his like a medium with an intercept, but there we get clipped again. This fight, we were down to the final few minutes. The person, unfortunately, who was supposed to take this fight did not show up. I actually had to take that special 2 on the block there, and luckily, after the first one not working, I was nervous I was going to be toast right at that moment. But now, we've been in the fight for a little while. He's still at like 50, just under 50%. That special 1 I get clipped by, and I am down to like 4% at this point. And he is sitting at 40+%. And I need to just turn the hat around, put on the A game, and try and finish off this Annihilus. We went for a couple intercepts there, hit into the block, push him to the other side, because his special 1 has a lot of spacing. So there we go. Again, push him to a special 1. He finally throws it, puts that armor break on me, gives me a little bit of extra willpower healing. So it's not so bad to get clipped a little bit by the beginning of it. But that's fine. They're full decks on the special 1, and we go for a nice little intercept. Again, he goes for it, gets the armor break on me, gives me a little bit of extra willpower healing, which is getting me up to, went from 4%, now we're back up to 7%. He throws that heavy, I'll be glad to punish it, get some big crits in there, but again, can't throw any specials. He puts another armor break on me, I will take the willpower healing from it, that is fine. I get another clean evade on the special 1, but we have been playing this guy a while without any. There, we have to go for the intercept. We are sitting on the edge of our seat. We are trying extremely hard not to die to this Annihilus. At this point, it was like a super tight war. Any death might have been the tipping point of whether or not we win or lose, and I managed to get through it. Not only that, I gotta put a bunch of potions into him now to take Scorpion, which I took last time on node 55. This is the Hard Knock Life Advanced Evade and Limber, but you're going to see Magneto, he's going to shut the whole thing down. If you watched last week's last war number 10, you'll see that I did this one no problem, and this is going to be just as easy for the most part. I did have an invulnerability boost on it just in case I get clipped, but I take the special 1 on the block, a little bit of poison, not the end of the world. I actually have to be a little careful near the end. I finally get to special 3 when he's close to a special 2. I end up eating a bit of damage there, and I take a little bit of damage right before I throw the special 3 because I'm trying to build up some prowess. So I hit him with that one. He throws the special 2. We got to block it. Get up to like 40 prowess, drop a big special 3, and pretty much goodbye Scorpion. Those bleeds are going to take him out. I hope you enjoyed this war. I was on the edge of my seat. I really thought I was going to give up a death, but we went 13-0. Hope you enjoyed the one. See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.